Today's topic is relative atomic mass. Now, before starting this topic, let us take one example. If you go to market to purchase apples, suppose you want to purchase 1 kg apples. So, what the shopkeeper do? Shopkeeper used to keep 1 kg weight on one side of the beam balance, and on other side of the beam balance he used to keep apples until an equilibrium is attained. When the equilibrium is attained, it means these apples that are put on this side of the beam balance are equal to 1 kg. So actually in this 1 kg balance, it is acting as a standard unit to measure mass. So if we want to measure some mass, we have to put one standard unit on this side of the beam balance. So this mass is a standard unit. And the mass of apples is relative mass. Because we are comparing it to this standard unit. So it is a relative mass. So here also today we are going to study relative atomic mass. Now, if you want to measure the mass of an atom, can you measure it with the help of this beam balance using this standard unit of 1 kg? Answer is no. Because atoms are very small in size, so we can't use this standard unit to measure the mass of an atom. That is why we have taken another standard unit to measure the relative atomic mass of an atom. This standard unit is carbon 12. Now why I have written here 12? 12 here I have written because it is an isotope of carbon which has atomic mass 12. So this is carbon 12, an isotope of carbon having atomic mass 12. Now if you keep one atom of carbon 12 on this side of beam balance and other atom of carbon 12 on this side of beam balance, will the equilibrium be attained? Yes. There will be an equilibrium if you keep carbon 12 one atom this side and one atom on the other side of the beam balance. Now suppose you divide this carbon 12 into 12 units. We have divided it into 12 units because it has atomic mass 12. So if you divide it into 12 units, right, and keep carbon 12, one atom of carbon 12 here on this side of the beam balance and these 12 units on this side of the beam balance, can you get the equilibrium? Yes, we will get the equilibrium. It means both of these will be equal, right? So for measuring the relative atomic mass, we use these units as the standard. So if we take one of this, it is called atomic mass unit. So we use these units to measure the relative atomic mass. Now let's see how we use these units. Now suppose we want to measure the atomic mass of oxygen atom. Then what we have to do? We will put oxygen atom this side. Suppose you have a beam balance like this. You will put oxygen atom this side. On this side, you will put these units. If you will put 12 units here, you will see that still this side will be heavier. So you have to put some more units. So on adding 4 more units, you will see that the equilibrium will be attained. It means that relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16 is equal to 16 units. It will become, because you have to put here 16 units to maintain the equilibrium. So relative atomic mass of oxygen is 16 atomic mass unit. We indicate it by AMU, 16 atomic mass unit. Now suppose you want the relative atomic mass of nitrogen. Then you will put one atom of nitrogen here and here you have to put the these units. So if you will put 12 units here, you will see that still this portion is heavier. So you have to put 2 more units to attain the equilibrium. It means that the relative atomic mass of nitrogen is 14 AMU. Now we use the term U instead of writing AMU. It is unified mass.